of Anchorage. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more...
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive. Bass, and Thomas has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit.
Pressure comes and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's pulled in at the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This 2nd and 4. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call that a gain of 11.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's a give up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Blues will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. Let's face it. Every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Bass. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bass. And that's Elliott, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down. Bass. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Bass. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Bass. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is Young on the carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Bass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll start this. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! 20-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Off play action. Bass. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Young. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bass. Thomas brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass. And it's caught. Touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Blues.
Back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For good
good reason. Quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Oh, some strong running. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
And the Brooklyn 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. That one complete to Elliott. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Bass. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw on 3rd down. Bass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now this one complete on the slant route. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Bass. He gets it to Thomas. And they work this right off field across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On the ground, they go with Young. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Bass. Over the middle. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw. Bass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down, Brooklyn.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. A punt of 46, a return of 5. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 11. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing on first down. Bass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Blues.
They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Bass. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Looking to throw. Bass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a 1st down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Bass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, Bass, and Thomas has it. And a pretty little juke move there and a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 16 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's second down.
They'll drop to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Bass. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.